Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. As of right now, it is a 1 a.m. So yes, it's the weekend and I hope you guys are having fun. So today I'll be just chit-chatting with you guys about guy friends experiences and athlete interactions. So I'm a very social person. I'm someone who loves talking to strangers. I will go up to a stranger and be like, yo man, I love your shoes. Where do you get it? Or I'd be like, girl, you beautiful. Where you at? Where have you been at? Someone who just love going out, doing interactive activities, not like the movies, guys. Don't. Oof, I'm not fond of the movies. It's just like you don't do anything at the movies. But anyways, I love going out, interacting with people, doing fun things, and I'm someone who just talks to everyone. I welcome everyone. I'm bubbly. I'm just out there. And yes, I do have my certain people where I'm very like quiet with because I don't know what they're like yet. And I know I'm gonna be spending so much time with them, so I want to know them before I show my personality. So I want to add that filter in a bit. My like social cons are I drop people really fast. I don't really chase friends or chase people I've met. If I've met you, cool. The next time we'll talk is when I see you, unless we're really good friends. But I also do have my quiet moments where if I have nothing to tell you, I'm not gonna talk to you. If there's nothing to say, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not a shy person at all. I love to talk a lot. I love to say jokes. Don't put me on the spot, but I love to say jokes. So I can't talk to guys. I really can't talk to guys. It's just something I have. I don't know. I've noticed this since I was a child. I can't talk to guys. Everything about them is just like, Helen, no, you cannot approach them. The other day I went to go visit my friend at her school and this dude was with us, and dude, I was not talking to him at all. Like, he was with us and I could not talk to him. I just completely ignored him, kept on talking to my friend, and I could not talk to him at all. Friends in general, I have six guy friends that come up in mind. 3 of them are non-existent right now. The other 3, one of them I met in grade 7, so it's been like 7 years we've known each other. We started off hating each other. We just yelled, insulted at each other, we're at each other's necks, and then eventually, I don't know when it began, I guess we grew up and we just started like calling each other friends, appreciating each other, and texting, Facebooking, and eventually our friendship just became very cordial, very chill, very friend-like. Another friend I've known the longest was 7 years as well. I've known him from church. He's like my older second brother. I go to him for advice, feedback, personal growth, Bible questions. But I don't know, I go to him for feedback. He's like really like my stereotypical older brother. My shortest friend, no, he's not short in height, but like I've known him the shortest for the shortest time frame, if that helps, is 3 years. I met him in college. We had the same classes, the same one class in my first semester. We talked briefly about homework, added each other on Facebook. 1 year later, I decided to message him, check on him, what's up. He was taking a class I had previously taken, so I was like, let me just grow on that friendship with that one class. The one guy friend I'm the most comfortable around with, I talk to him on the phone, which is very odd because I don't like talking on the phone with guys because I have such a deep voice and I'm so insecure about it. But I guess with him, it's just like, what the heck? What the heck? I just stopped like putting him on a pedestal as a guy. Yes, I do hold him on a pedestal as a friend, but not as a guy. And I guess that's where I just became so much more comfortable with him. And I guess that's a lot of things I feel like a lot of girls do. We overthink guys. We go like, what am I supposed to talk about with them? I can't have guy friends because like we have nothing in common. Like, they're a guy and I'm a girl. What are we gonna have in common to talk about, I used to think like that, and oh boy, I got over that. I just talk to guys. I'd be like, hey, what's up, Unless They're athletes. I cannot do that. Athletes are just like my biggest big, apart from spiders and insects and animals and just creatures, athletes. I just can't. I can't approach an athlete. I can't. This. I guess it's really all about insecurity. I just feel so much inferior to them. I remember in my college, I wouldn't even sit in the same room, like the same lounge as the athletes, because I was just like, well, it's the athletes' places, and I'm just like the girl with the glasses, like, you know, like looking like a nerd, like Ugly Betty. So I wouldn't even sit in that same room. I wouldn't talk to them. I'm not worthy of talking to them. I'm just Ugly Betty. So like, no, I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where I'm walking past them and I fall. No, I'm not gonna do that. So swerve, I'm sitting like on the stairs. Then I got kicked out by security. A couple of days ago, I just realized the 3 guy friends I just mentioned are or were athletes. And I was just like, wow, I didn't know, like I didn't even notice that. And I guess in a way that made me kind of shake off my fear about athletes, because I'm like, hey, I have these 3 awesome guy friends who are athletes, and they're very chill, they're very loving, they're very open-minded, and they've never bitten me, they've never harmed me, they've never insulted me as of the moment they got a title friend. So I guess I kind of just got, my fear of athletes kind of decreased from like 100 to 99%. And talking about like fear of athletes, recently I was in the gym and I was squatting with the weight, do my thing. And then, well, I didn't notice. I guess my attention just kind of shifted because I was taking a lot of breaks in between each set. And I noticed these athletes were next to me, these football athletes, and I was just like, I could work out another day. My health is not that important right now to embarrass myself in front of these football players, so I'm gonna just do like my sets and then leave. And that's what I did. And that's how much I'm scared of athletes. And I know there's a lot of you guys out there who feel the same way. I'm not saying they're scary people. I'm just saying in my point of view, I feel inferior to them. I don't know what it is about athletes that makes them so intimidating, and I know a lot of you guys feel the same way about them. They have a lot of, I think it's just them together as a group, walking down the hallways, being together is very intimidating. But I think one of them by themselves is not that scary, because I'm just like, well, they can't say anything about me because their squad is not here, you know? Like, yeah, text your friends about them, but they're not here. I don't care. I'm not scared of your phone. I'm scared of your people. My fear of athletes and not being able to talk to guys just made me think of how I was able to get these guy friends, you know? I was like, Helen, what do you do to get these guy friends? Getting to understand guys, that they're no biggie, they're not monsters, that they're not gonna bite, stop putting them on a pedestal, you know? They're nothing special as guys, but as individuals, yes, there's something special. I admire each of my guy friends. I stopped involving my feelings in my guy friendships. I would really, like with these 3 guy friends, I really try not to involve like my I like you, like real hardcore feelings. I try not to put that in the friendship. The reason because of that is my 3 other guy friends, I really did have feelings for them, and that did not work out. So I figured I'm gonna start separating my guy friends I want to be my good guy friends, and my guy friends where I'm being friends with them just because I like them. So yes, I'm not putting good guy friends and feelings together. I feel like they don't work, because eventually things gets awkward and it just leads to other things that does not help in a friendship. My other thing I stopped doing was I stopped trying to impress guys. I remember I used to, oh my gosh, no. I remember once my college friend, I was supposed to meet up with him in the library to help him study, and I was freaking out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat gum, I'm gonna dress good, fix my hair, you know, try to like not win him over, because yes, he was attractive, but I didn't look at him in that way. I was just kind of nervous because he's a guy. So I just tried to look good. And then eventually when he became my friend, I was just like, nah, man, I ain't trying to look good in front of you. You're my bro. Like, nah. So I guess that's one thing I really stopped doing. I just really stopped trying to impress my guy friends, which really I shouldn't have done in the beginning, because we're not meant to impress our friends. We don't try to impress our friends. We're just be friends with them, and if they like you, they like you as a person. If they don't, they don't. So those are 3 things I do that I feel has helped me improve my guy friendships. I try not to be too like emotional personal with them. I've had like, okay, there's so much, everything's like on my college friend, but I've had like 2 pathetic insecure moments with him. With my high school friend, I've had quite personal conversations, but they were very short-lived because he understood where I was coming from, and I was just like, whatever, you get it, I get it. Let's just, okay, we get it, move on. And my other friend, it's really based on emotional, personal things. I don't see how I could remove that factor out of the friendship, because I don't know. That's why I really, really like him, because he's really that honest person. So I guess it depends on my friends with the guys. Some people I don't go too emotional with, too personal with, like, yeah. And some people I just go really full out, like, I'm feeling this way, I'm having all these thoughts. So yeah, they're normal people. They're not gonna bite you. Like, I know this video seems so goofy to some people, but there are people who freak out about this. Trust me, I was one of them. I know some people who freak out about this, and they're just like, I want a guy friend. I need a guy friend. It's gonna come naturally. You're gonna meet a guy. They're gonna be chill. You're gonna be like, oh, we click. Whatever. It's gonna happen. So I hope this video really like calms some of you guys' nerves down about guys and athletes. I don't know about the athletes, but hopefully about the guys, it calmed you guys down, and you guys will not fear guys and just go out there in the world and be like, yes, I'm gonna make a guy friend, or I'm gonna try. So see you guys in my next video. Bye. He's technically like my advice. I'll say advisor. Well, they all sort of played basketball sometime in their lifetime. Well, let me just say, one of them, I was like, we were kind of like forced to talk-ish. Okay, no, not really. We weren't forced to talk. It's just, I don't know how we even started talking. I guess he was friends with my sister and my brother, and then, you're friends with my sister, my brother. You cannot leave me out. And I guess that's where we just became friends.